In a dystopian future, the megacity of Nebula sprawls across the landscape, a maze of towering skyscrapers, endless neon lights, and rain-soaked streets. The city is a melting pot of human ambition and decay, ruled by powerful corporations and a corrupt government. Amidst the shadows and secrets, there's one constant. Everyone is hiding something. Act 1. A murder in Nebula. The story begins with Neil Conrad, a grizzled detective in the Central Bureau, who is called to the scene of a high-profile murder. The victim, Anton Dahl, a prominent scientist and CEO of Luxtech, a corporation involved in cutting-edge AI and bioengineering. Dahl's death sends shockwaves through the city, as Luxtech is not just a tech giant, it holds the keys to Nebula's future. As Neil delves into the investigation, he uncovers a series of cryptic messages pointing to a shadowy group known as the Lacuna. They're rumored to be a resistance movement, but their goals are shrouded in mystery. The deeper Neil digs, the more he realizes that Dahl was not just another corporate suit. He was on the verge of a breakthrough that could change the course of humanity. Act 2. The Conspiracy Unveiled. Neil's investigation takes him through the underbelly of Nebula, from the glitzy corporate districts to the slums where the city's forgotten citizens scrape by. He encounters old allies and enemies, each with their own agendas and grudges. Every clue he uncovers points to a larger conspiracy involving Luxtech, the government, and the Lacuna. Neil learns that Dahl had developed a technology capable of unlocking the Lacuna, a hidden dimension that exists parallel to our reality. This alternate dimension could potentially solve humanity's problems: unlimited resources, new energy sources, and a chance to start over. But it also presents a terrifying possibility, a doorway to unknown dangers and beings that could destroy everything. As Neil uncovers the truth, he is faced with moral dilemmas and conflicting loyalties. The line between right and wrong blurs as he navigates a web of lies, betrayal, and murder. The Lacuna, once thought to be a resistance group, is revealed to be a faction of corporate insiders and renegade scientists who believe the government plans to exploit the alternate dimension for control and profit. Act 3. Into the Lacuna. With the city on the brink of chaos, Neil's investigation leads him to a secret facility where Luxtech's experiments with the Lacuna are being conducted. Dahl's death was not just a random act of violence, it was an attempt to stop him from opening the gateway. The conspirators within Luxtech and the government are planning to use the Lacuna to consolidate their power, regardless of the consequences. Neil must make a choice: expose the conspiracy and risk plunging the city into war, or shut down the Lacuna and save Nebula from an unknown threat. As he confronts the masterminds behind the plot, he is forced to face his own demons and question his role in a system that is fundamentally broken. In a climactic showdown, Neil battles against time and the conspirators as they prepare to open the gateway to the Lacuna. With the help of unlikely allies, he fights his way through the facility, stopping the activation just in time. However, in a final twist, it's revealed that the gateway had already been opened, and something from the Lacuna had crossed over. Epilogue: The Aftermath. The game ends with Nebula teetering on the edge of a new reality. Neil, battered and disillusioned, is left with more questions than answers. The Lacuna is not just a place, it's a metaphor for the void within every person, the hidden fears and desires that drive them. The final scene shows Neil standing on a rooftop, looking out over the city as the rain pours down. Somewhere in the distance, a flicker of light suggests that the doorway to the Lacuna is still open, and the future of Nebula hangs in the balance. Neil knows that his work isn't done. The city is still full of secrets, and the Lacuna, both the place and the concept, continues to haunt his every step. As the screen fades to black, the player is left wondering what lies beyond the Lacuna and whether humanity can survive the darkness it brings.